But to answer the question from the beginning of the video, yes, I do have the ability to beat Spider-Man PS4 without taking damage. The clip you just witnessed was that of happier times, a time when I didn't have to worry about doing this challenge for a long time. But that was until I remembered that there was a sequel to Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales. So once again, can I beat Spider-Man Miles Morales without taking any damage? The rules in Miles Morales are no different than they are in Spider-Man PS4. If I take any damage at any point, even if that amount could say hello to an atom, I have to restart from the last checkpoint. And continuing the tradition of being a masochist, I will also be once again playing on the ultimate difficulty. And just like in the last game, I will have less time to dodge, take more damage from my enemies, and my enemies will be as spongy as a Meta Beta. With my anus ready for another fun time filled with fisted assholes, prolapse rectums, I get straight into the game. Hearing Peter tell tales about his days of taking no damage at all, Miles feels inspired and sets out to complete the exact same task, just unfortunately not realizing the horror that is to come. With the Toy Stories having to come to an end, we tail a prison convoy that is carrying all the butt plugs I pulled out of my ass in the last challenge. Especially one of the big ones, Rhino. And because of my insubordination, I set them free again, giving the prisoners the opportunity to slip back into my ass. But you know what they say. Practice makes perfect, and luckily for me, I've had a lot of practice in the fine art of dodging, clearing this section without having to reset once. During this next section is a mandatory taking of the damage. For obvious reasons, this will not count, but there are 2 more times throughout the game that you have to take damage, and once again, I will not be counting those either, because fuck you. With Rhino just taking 10 tons worth of pre-workout, he does not stop, and not even Peter Parker himself can take him down. So it was up to me to try and stop him. Being the spectacular Spider-Man we are, we let Rhino absolutely level them all, and then destroying a power plant right after that, sending the whole city into a blackout. Due to convenient plot reasons, Peter is unable to defeat Rhino, and it is up to me to defeat him once again. As I'm running up to Rhino, I feel these tingles in my hand, as if I'm a Saiyan from Universe 6. And it is here where I unlock the electric piss powers. Using these powers, I absolutely fucking railed Rhino, clearing this boss fight without a single reset. And with Rhino defeated, the most obvious villain in all of gaming history, Simon Krieger, comes and takes him away from us. Having a post-fight pep talk with Peter, I'm given a present containing a new suit, one of which I will not be wearing, but unfortunately, it is here that we find out that Peter is leaving the city for 2 weeks, leaving the city in my fat, fingered hands. Meeting up with the bestie himself, Genki, I put on the new suit, then take it off straight away. And I don't know if it was the suit or not, but there were these voices in my head, telling me of a place where I can improve my skills. Arriving at this location, I see the delusions. The faceless people? I couldn't help but think, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head! Genki speaks of a break-in at Roxxon Plaza. Upon investigating this break-in, a new foe was introduced. One that will bring unspeakable fits of rage in me. Possibly the spongiest video game characters of all time, and the most frustrating. But it was the power of knowing how to play the game. I defeated all the enemies without too much of a struggle. And once they were defeated, I learned of their diabolical plan to steal new form. It's a type of renewable energy. You don't need to know this.
Just 1 canister of this revolutionary fuel source is enough to supply Harlem with clean, safe energy.
With so much responsibility now resting on my shoulders, and with it also being the holiday season, I finally decided to go home and spend some quality time with Mum and Genki. Witnessing the second biggest blunder in history, with the first obviously being the PewDiePie Bridge incident.
What a fucking asshole.
I speak with Rio, Miles' mum. She gives me tasks that could possibly rival Saul Goodman's task of retrieving Lalo's $7 million. And with the first task being that of turning on a Christmas tree, then playing one of your deceased father's records.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Just not before seeing an old case file on someone named Prowler.
That doorbell's been broken for years.
Answering the door, we are greeted by a childhood best friend, Finn Mason, who is a surprise guest that Rio had mentioned earlier, that which I didn't mention, Lamau. So guys, this is the top 10 family wholesome time moments, lol. The next morning, I am abruptly woken up by Genki. What a rude cunt. He shows me a new app that allows the people of New York to get an easy connection with Spider-Man and request our help. Getting our first request within only seconds. And it just so happens to be our Uncle Aaron. Embarrassing. With Miles trying his best to conceal his identity, we are told that someone could be tampering with the train lines. And of course, it's none other than the Underground. And even though they are sponges, it does not mean that they are immortal, so it only took me 3 tries. With me thinking that all the plugs are out of my ass, it is revealed that there are still some shoved really high up there. So with the low number of 7 resets, I put the trains back on the tracks and started making my way back to Uncle Aaron. On my way back to Uncle Aaron, I come across more enemies. For fuck's sake, okay? This is getting repetitive, please, just stop. So with 12 more resets and 3 defused bombs later, I could finally talk to Uncle Aaron, where he reveals that he knows that Miles Morales is Spider-Man, not because of the way he talks, but because of the way he fights. What the fuck?
Watching your moves on those escape cons? Juking guys left and right? Could have sworn I was back at the park playing pickup with you and your dad.
What if we hang out tomorrow? Just the 2 of us.
You're not too busy?
It's winter break. I can put off homework for at least another week.
Okay, I'll text you.
It's a date. I mean, not a date. You know, a friend date.
Having used W-Riz, Finn agreed to hang out with me, and while reminiscing on some old moments, we are introduced to her brother, Rick.
Rick! Rick! I'm Pickle Rick!
Rio is holding a rally against Roxxon, and the construction of a new power plant right next to the people's homes, claiming that he sees them as Valorant fans. Disposable. Unfortunately, the Underground just couldn't help themselves and had to join the Rally Terrorist Club, alongside the average IRL streamer. Normally, I would have a sarcastic joke about how easy this next section was, but I am just at a loss of words. I reset 51 times during this next section. That is just as many resets as I did for the Fisk boss fight in the first Spider-Man game. Fuck me. After finally beating this section, it is revealed that it was just a ruse. A mere distraction, just to allow the leader of the Underground, the Tinkerer, to steal a shipment of Newform. And in what is possibly the most predictable villain reveal. More predictable than the time Schlatt uploaded yet another TikTok Reacts video. Boom, 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 boom. Having a sook because Roxxon tried to kill me, I speak with the mother, and her motivation to never give up, to never back down, even after the attack, motivates me to continue the fight. Due to this newfound motivation, myself and Genki put our heads together and work on a new suit.
This is my time. I'm seizing the moment cause I gotta go for the time's gone. Ain't scared of the dark cause I'm bringing the light with a nice long. I shine on. See it coming, I don't need a sign. This the moment I'ma make it mine. This is my time. My time, my time.
Wanting to investigate Finn, I engaged in some classic breaking and entering, a delicacy in the Spider-Man universe. Snooping around her brother's workshop, I came across a secret wall. Smashing my way through it, I watched a video, showing that Newform is making people sick, including Rick. I love knocking people out and breaking into their property. Okay, quiet now. Be quiet. No need to ruin this show. Okay. BOOM! Oh my. Ah, look at that. Uncle Aaron is the Prowler, and this comes as no surprise to literally anyone.
You don't want to mess with these guys. If we get caught in here...
Then help me.
Stubborn as your father. Alright, but we do this my way.
With the assistance of Uncle Aaron, I speed through this Roxxon facility, reaching the reactor in just literally no time at all. But the reactor was filled with guards, as always. This time, I needed no assistance. I was able to use my superior sneaking skills to just absolutely fucking mutilate them. Oh look at that. Rick's dead. Maybe just try harder next time. Like I'm trying now, only having to reset 11 times to escape this facility. Now that we know more about Finn and Rick, Uncle Aaron suggests that we should lie and manipulate her, betraying our friendship so that we can learn more about the underground. And as the morally righteous Spider-Man, that's exactly what I did. Meeting up with her at a cafe, then following her back to Fisk Tower, which is their base of operations. Here I learn about their tech, then just absolutely wallop their asses in their training area. Hidden door, check. Deep ass elevator, check. Long windy ass hallway, check. Massive vault, check. Okay, this is definitely the vault of a fucking villain. Secret meeting. Okay, wonder why I wasn't invited. Oh, you guys don't like me? Okay, so with only one reset I was able to beat them and move on. While in the vault, I found the location for the stolen uniform. It's at an abandoned theater. Only it is guarded by dozens of sponges. But thankfully, they call me Big Gamer, so it only took me 7 resets. Puzzles? Ew, what the fuck? I want the game to give me brain dead directions on what to do. Woman? Must chase woman. Me want, me want, me want, woman.
Give me one good reason not to end you.
He's black? Feeling all upsetty spaghetti, I have a pep talk with Uncle Aaron, where I tell him of the location where I plan to meet Finn to talk with her. Something that will definitely not bite me in the arse later. Having used more W-Rears, Finn agreed to hang out with me once again. Only this time, Rhino wants in on this. So, this is what Tom Unit will look like in 10 years. Piss overload!
Let's just focus on getting out.
Fine. But we're gonna talk about this.
Target is nearby. Remain alert.
You know when I said that telling my plans to Uncle Aaron won't backfire? Well, it is because of him we're kidnapped by Roxxon. Thank you, Uncle Aaron. But hey, at least we got the second boss fight with Rhino, I guess. With the only difference about him being that he's now red, and he can absorb my Venom Shock abilities. Oh, okay. So he's just normal Rhino now. Well, the red of my suit is just far superior, so I kicked his ass just within 27 resets.
You want to die. Helpless. No, no, no!
Go to hell.
Wait, so she's mad at me because I lied to her, manipulated her, and stopped her from taking Rhino's life because she was mocking her dead brother. I just don't see the problem here. Well, because I intervened, she beat my ass. And after having my ass beat by Finn, I returned home. And it just so happens to turn out that Mother is there. Using the ancient technique of convenience, I figure out where Finn has moved. Whoa. Okay. Just let me... Oh, okay. Too easy. Now where was I? Oh, that's right. More classic breaking and entering. Next up is this completely original, never before seen memory sequence. Oh hey, and look, there's Peter and Tentacle Man. So it turns out Finn is using the energy converter that her and Miles made years ago. The converter is used to make this new form completely unstable and create a massive explosion when placed into the reactor, destroying Roxxon Plaza. But it just so happens to turn out that Finn was wrong, and this explosion will destroy all of Harlem. So just as EDP dominates the cupcakes, I dominated these sponges, clearing them within 22 resets. With the streets of New York reenacting World War I, I had to step in, having to reset nearly as many deaths as there are in the tragedy. Having finally caught up to Woman, we have an overly long, dramatic fight, just absolutely leveling Roxxon Plaza, not before having to reset 27 times to beat Finn. After beating Finn's ass, she has a moment where she recollects on everything she's done, and changes her mind on everything. And with the new form reactor on the brink of collapse, I see no other option but to absorb the energy from the reactor.
Get them far away. I can't hold this in much longer.
Just let go. Let go.
Because of Finn's sacrifice, the people of Harlem are finally safe. Cutting to 4 weeks later, and we see that Simon Krieger is getting arrested, thanks to the intel of Uncle Aaron. So with a grand total of 290 resets, I'm happy to announce that I can beat Spider-Man Miles Morales without taking any damage. Holy fucking shit, I am so fucking hyped for Spider-Man 2. God damn it!